Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. You know, my name is Nat and I'm here for you. I am here for you as often as I can get to the mic. Life is crazy. I'm sure yours is as well. Can't always get down here to talk to you guys, but I'm here today to talk to you, and I hope that my words will get to you and help you find the keys to the door, say it with me, that will unlock your happiness. Hey, as always, if this is your first time here, welcome to the show. I got some new listeners that have let me know they're here. I appreciate you guys. I don't know how you found me, but there's a reason you did. And you're here, and I'm hoping that my words help you. If you don't have a copy of my book, and if you're new to the show, I bet you don't have a copy yet. You should have your copy of The Positive Perspective. You can get it on Amazon. If you want to support big tech, search The Positive Perspective or click the link in the description. Or if you want to bypass all that crap and go directly to me, go to bepositivepodcast.com. There'll be a little slide in where you can buy a copy of the book. And you can also get a personalized copy where I actually take some time and write some very profound things in the front of the book. I couldn't get through that without laughing. I do try to fill up the front cover with a bunch of words that mean a lot to me at the moment, and sometimes I know you, sometimes I don't. And maybe they fit, maybe they don't. But you know what? It's a roll of the dice, but at least you get a copy that's personalized just for you. And I'll throw in some coasters and magnets and stickers and all kind of good stuff. You know, if you get lucky, you might even get a coolie cup. You never know. So you can get that through the website, bepositivepodcast.com. If you want to get in touch with me or tell me what's going on in your life, or you've got a question, or you just want to discuss something, or maybe you just want to say hi, here's a picture of my dog, okay? Right, Cindy? She rescues all kind of animals and flies to the Bahamas and rescues animals, and it's what a great soul. What a great soul. You can text me at 304-506-3332, and I answer as soon as I can. Usually it's right away, but I may be in the John. I may be sleeping. I do have a job, but I do try to answer right away. So text me at 304-506-3332. And I can help you out with, I'll give you my opinion. It's worth about 82 cents. And well, all right. So let's see. I do want to mention something that doesn't happen very often, but there's a lady called Cheryl Conklin who is my ghostwriter for the website. And every once in a while, she sends me a incredible article that relates to the show. And it's on the posts page. If you scroll down on bepositivepodcast.com, you go to the bottom, there's a bunch of posts there. And it's like, wow, this is intelligent stuff. Well, I didn't write that. She did. She wrote it. She's very intuitive and has some really good stuff that she has sent me over the years to post on the website. And she sent me the latest one, which is fantastic. It's steering through a midlife crisis, harnessing optimism and motivation. And there's a couple other links inside of it, and she talks about committing to health and wellness, establish a work-life balance, prepare for a new career. And it's a really it's a good read, and you won't be disappointed. Cheryl, I appreciate you sending me these blogs and posts that I put up there, and she doesn't do it very often, but when she does, I post them because they're fantastic, and I can't write stuff like that, so I really appreciate you, Cheryl. So check it out. There's a link in the description. Right now the link is bepositivepodcast.com/1533-2. I didn't rename it. So click the link in the description or scroll down at the bottom of the page and check out Cheryl's new post, my favorite ghostwriter. I can say that because she's my only ghostwriter. All right. What the hell am I going to talk about today? You know what? Today we're going to get a little deep. We're going to get a little crazy. I'm going to make you think a little bit. Okay? And this show is called Perception versus Perspective. You're probably saying, well, what's the difference? What is the difference between perception and perspective? Well, there's something that people call the spy trick. And the spy trick, it will help you improve your life instantly if you think about it like that. And I try to simplify it with the spy trick. The most important part of the spy trick, it changes everything immediately. It makes you think about perception versus perspective. We all look at the world through our own perception. But when you think about it, perception is just your interpretation of the world around you. But it is unique to only you. Your perception is your world, and you've created it. But there is no advantage in your perception. That's why so many people find themselves arguing all the time, trying to convince other people of their own perception. You're trying to make them think like you. This is what I see in the world. I want you to feel this way and see what I see. The way that you see the world, you try to influence other people to see it through your perception. But the way you get ahead, like in your career, or or in life, is when you move off of perception and move into perspective. When you make that shift, when you get out of your own way, when you get out of thinking about just your perception and you get into someone else's perspective, now you're thinking like them, which gives you the advantage. When you're not just focusing on what you think the world is, and you back that back a little bit, you back that down, and you start to analyze how the people around you view the world, then that gives you a little bit of an advantage. You can think like them. It gives you an informational advantage. I wanted to say that. But you know what? Everyone is trapped in their own perception. No one thinks about a different perspective. Everyone you talk to is living in their own world, and they see the world through their own eyes, and they don't have the gumption, to use an old-fashioned word, to actually open up their mind to think, what is this person thinking? What is this person I'm talking to? These other people in the world, what is their perspective? So when you start thinking about a different perspective, someone else's perspective, you immediately have an advantage. You have an advantage that they don't have. It's going to change your life when you start thinking that, okay, you have your view of the world, you've got your perception of the world. But when you start getting out of that box and start to visualize other people's perspective of the same situations that you're in, it gives you the advantage. It gives you a better understanding as to what they think about a situation. And that can really hold true to what is going on in the world today. So many of us are locked into our own perception of the world. This is the world that I think it is, and nobody else can change it, and this is the way things are. And my way is true and right, and no one else can tell me any different. And when you're pig-headed and you stonewall like that, you really limit yourself and you limit your possibilities. You limit the chance to advance in life, to really enjoy all there is in life. So when you step back from your perception and you look at the world from someone else's perspective, what do they see in the situation? Why are they so convinced that they're right? What is their perception of the world? Which is their perspective? What do they think? Why are they thinking this? Why do they believe this to be true when in my world this is insane? And it's really hard to do, to separate yourself from your perception, because our perception is our reality. I told you this is going to get a little deep here. I didn't know I was going to have to break out the shovel. But this is very intuitive to how we think as individuals. When some people say, oh, he thinks the world revolves around him. That person thinks the world revolves around them. Well, you know what? Everyone thinks that the world revolves around them. Now, hear me out on this. I believe this because when someone is committed to their perception of the world, their concept of what reality is, what the reality that they created in their mind, in their world, everyone else are idiots. Right? When it's hard to convince someone that they are wrong, because you know what? They're not. Because every individual's perception of the world is their choice. It's their creation. Because, like I always say, we create our reality with our thoughts. So what we think about, we bring about. Of course, you've heard that numerous times. But your perception of the world that you live in, that you've created around you, the things around you, what you perceive to be good, what you perceive to be bad, what you perceive to be whatever, is reality to you. And it's not wrong. There is no wrong thinking. And I honestly believe that. There's only different thinking. There's different perceptions of the world, different perspectives. And those two words almost can be interchanged, but they can't. Because the perception is how you see your world. Perspective is how someone else sees the world. Does that make sense? I hope it does. It can. But don't let it really freak you out, because in the end, when it's all said and done, the only thing that really matters is your perception and your reality and how you live your life. And if you're happy, if you do the right thing in your world, if you treat people with respect and empathy, and you're a good person, I mean, we all make mistakes, of course. I mean, who am I to cast a stone? I've made numerous mistakes, but you know what? I'm still here, and I'm still doing good, and I have a incredible outlook on life, and my perception of reality is nowhere near what yours is. You know why? Because we each create our own reality, our own perception, our own perspective on life. So don't let anybody tell you that you're wrong. Ever. Ever. Because you are creating your life and living the life that you want to live. What? You're not happy? You're not happy with your life? Okay. Whose fault is that? All right. We're not going to go there, but I'm going to make you think about it. Because if you're not happy with a part of your life, excuse me, then whose fault is that? Now, I should have edited out that little cough and stuff like that, but I didn't. So this is real world. If you're not happy with your life and you don't like what you're living, whose fault is that? Nobody's fault but yours, because you are creating it. And your perception of your life becomes your reality. What you want your life to be will be. And your life is, and some people say, well, my life is not what I wanted it to be. It's totally different than I anticipated. I'm not making the money I wanted to make. I don't have the job I want to have. I thought I would be further. My life would be different at this point in time, and it's all because of fill in the blank. Well, it's because of your decisions. It's because of the things you've chosen to do in life. And it goes back to your choices. You're in a job that you hate because you stay there. You're overweight because you choose not to exercise. You're in a relationship that doesn't make you happy because you have not left and moved on. It's not taking risks. It's doing what makes you happy. It's making sure that you do what is best for you in your life. And your perception of your life, your perspective that you see the world in, is a reflection of your thoughts that you have every single day. So be aware of what you're telling yourself. Your self-talk is so important. You know, we don't even realize how important our self-talk is. When you say, "Oh, I'm fat," or "I suck," or "I'm never going to be able to do this," and your subconscious mind knows that. It picks up on that. When you say, "I can't fill in the blank. I can't do this. I can't do this job. I can't be in this. I can't. When you say that, then it's so. It becomes truth. Because you've said it and your subconscious is going to make it happen. The universe is going to bring everything to you that you say. So when you say, I can't, I'm not happy. I can't be happy. I can't lose weight. I can't stop drinking. I can't be in this relationship. I can't. When you say that, it becomes your reality because the universe sends you back what you put out. And it seems so simple, yet so many of us don't believe it. So many people are like, no, I stubbed my toe this morning, so my whole day's going to suck. Well, your whole day's going to suck because you said it's going to suck. And people don't realize that. You could turn any situation around with your thoughts. You know, I mean, not to sound morbid, but I've been happy at a funeral. Just because you could turn your thoughts around. And that may be dark to some of you, but too bad. But you choose how to feel. If you want to be happy, be happy. If you want to be sad, be sad. And if you don't believe it, I said it before in numerous podcasts. Think about something that really depresses you and think about it in depth for 5 minutes. And at the end of 5 minutes, you're going to be sad and depressed. Or think about something that makes you totally happy for 5 minutes, something that brings you joy, and you're going to feel joy. Why is that? Because your mind is telling your subconscious how to feel. You're projecting thoughts into your mind, happiness, sadness, joy, anxiety, anger, whatever it is. When you focus on that, that's what happens. You manifest it. And I mean, I just looked at the levels on this recording and I get a little loud, but it just bothers me that people don't realize that they can really change their feelings just by their thoughts. And when people get stuck in a rut of depression or anger or angst or I mean, you see so much of it today and on the news in the world that people are blinded by their thoughts. Whether they've been programmed or they are just not thinking for themselves, whatever it is, you're just spewing hatred or anger or insecurity or anxiety, and you're letting that in. And people that tell me that I can't control that, that's just the way I am. Well, when you say that's just the way I am, guess what? That's the way you are. And it's that simple. We are incredible beings. Our brains can't even, scientists can't even figure out how our frickin' brain works. It's amazing. We are amazing life forms with so much potential, yet we're afraid to use it. Tap into it. Tap into the energy that is you. And realize that you have total control over your life. So don't forget about the spy trick, okay? If you want to understand someone else, step out of your perception and become aware of their perspective. And when you start looking at things from someone else's perspective, the understanding is going to be off the charts, and you'll be a different person. And the situation, you'll respond differently to that situation. So, okay, well, I'm out of words. That's all I got to say. If you don't have a copy of my book by now, well, I'm pissed off. You should have it. If you don't have it, you know what? Then just don't buy it, okay? But it does help the show, and the more people that buy books, the more podcasts I'll do. How about that? Oh, man. Don't forget about the merchandise. I got some new embroidered shirts on there, some nice polos with a nice subtle logo on there. If there's something you want with the positive logo, let me know. And the text message, 304-506-3332. I can make anything. Okay, whatever you want the logo on or a slogan on, let me know and I can do it. You can do it. All right. That's the show. That's all I got to say. Make sure you hit me up on the text line, 304-506-3332. Check out the website, bepositivepodcast.com. Don't forget to check out Cheryl's blog at the bottom of the website, the latest one. It's fantastic. My name is Nat. This has been the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. I think we can all do a little bit better. I'll talk to you later.